Hello students, now let's begin part 2 of The Merchant of Venice Act 1 Scene 1. Students, you have already learned up to here. I know Antonio is sad to think upon his merchandise. So we learned in the first scene, first part, that Antonio is complaining because he is sad but doesn't know the reason of his sadness, and his friends Salanio and Salarino are making possible suggestions which are the causes of his sadness. Now in this part 2 of Act 1 Scene 1, we will learn that how Antonio rejects the possible suggestions made by Salanio and Salarino. Students, we shall start from this context. Antonio, believe me, no. I thank my fortune for it. My ventures are not in one bottom trusted. Students, underline ventures, business. Bottom here referred to ship. So, when Salarino was trying to convince Antonio that he was sad because he is worried about the safety of his ships, Antonio replied saying that fortunately his ventures, his business, were not all that he owned, nor had they been sent to one place, and finally his total earnings were not based on the success of the current year. So students, what does these lines mean? In this context, actually Antonio is trying to say that his business is not dependent on a single ship or a single location. Even if he faces losses this year, he is not going to be completely ruined, because his fortune is not dependent, his business fortune is not dependent on the profit or loss of the present year. Salarino, why then you are in love? Then Salarino comments that if Antonio's worries, Antonio's melancholy is not for his business, for his ship, then he must be in love with someone. But Antonio said that this is a nonsense statement made by Salarino towards Antonio. Students, here I want you to listen it carefully, that what statement for his business, for his current financial status Antonio is saying right now. In this scene, you will find just the contradictory statement later in the same scene when his close friend Bassanio would ask for financial help. So here one of the characters of Antonio is revealed in front of us, that Antonio is not very wise merchant, as he has risked all his fortunes in different business ventures across many parts of the world. His ships all are tossing, means sailing on the ocean, and are at the mercy of the ocean. Therefore, it cannot be concluded that he is a wise merchant. One more character you can identify here, that Antonio is a very contained person. He never discloses his inner feelings in front of anyone. So he is talking in a contained way in front of Salarino and Salanio. When Antonio rejected all the possibilities of his melancholy mood, Salarino said, not in love neither. You can see that double negatives are used here, not and neither. So double negatives used for emphasis, means they are unaware, they are amazed at the statement of Antonio, that what could be the possible reason of his melancholy mood. So then they concluded that if he was sad merely because he was not happy, they are trying to tell him that he is not happy, because he is not happy, so he is sad. And it is therefore sadness that Antonio feels, but the absence of happiness. And it would be just as easy for Antonio to say he was happy rather than sad. In this context, students, you will find that Salarino is comparing Antonio with Janus. I want you here to write something. Who is Janus? Janus is a Roman god having two faces, one frowning, the other smiling, one head looking inwards and the other looking out. So Janus is referred here to indicate that nature creates two different type of men with different outlooks. Antonio's mood is compared to Janus. Antonio is both sad and content. Therefore, Salarino compares him to two-headed Janus. Here, in this context, Salarino is trying to cheer Antonio by telling him that first of all he is sad because he is not merry. Then he compared him with Janus and then said that nature had made people of strange temperaments. Some who are so jolly mood or jovial that they laugh at small things like parrots, laughing at the sight of a bagpiper, always looking with the half shut eyes. You can see here, students. While there are others with such sour and melancholy expression that they cannot be made to laugh at jokes that are likely to amuse even a grave old man like Nestor. Students, please underline Nestor. He was a wise old man in Homer's Iliad who fought the Trojan War. So in short, we can say that there are some people who will laugh even at the slightest things, while there are some other people who are perpetually very sour or gloom-faced persons. Now here we will see that entry of the another protagonist of the play, Bassanio, whom Salarino has regarded as the most noble kinsman. Most noble kinsman means the closest friend of Antonio. Who? It is Bassanio. Salarino and Salarino would exit now from this scene, and you will see that reference of worthier friends has been used, and worthier friends here refers to Bassanio, Gratiano and Lorenzo. Lorenzo and Gratiano are also the friends of Bassanio and common friend to Antonio also. Now you will see that Lorenzo said, "My Lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you." Here we too refers to Lorenzo and Gratiano, means take your leave. Then I pray you, means I request you, have in mind, means to remember where we must meet. Bassanio, I will not fail you, means I will not forget to be there. Now Gratiano here makes comment on the mood of Antonio that you do not look well, Sir Antonio. You take life too seriously. You are too anxious concerning about worldly affairs. So he said that those who spend as much thought upon the world always lose everything when they do not enjoy their wealth and when they are over anxious in obtaining it. So Gratiano pleaded, requested Antonio to be in a happy mood, to enjoy the life. Now students, see this part. Antonio, I hold the world but as the world, Gratiano, a stage where every man must play a part and mine is a sad one. This is very important, students. Please mark it. Here, actually, Antonio, the protagonist of the play, the Merchant of Venice, the title centers around him, said that according to him, the world is a stage for him. Or this is a very famous line from As You Like It, that all the world's a stage. So where the world is compared to a stage, and human beings to actors who play different roles on this stage. Here you will see that Antonio said that he is also an actor who has to play a role on this stage, on this world, and his role is of a sad one. So students, here we can find that Antonio, the protagonist of the play, had some thought that something bad is going to happen to him in near future. So it's just a type of prediction what he is conscious. He is conscious of, his conscience is giving him signals. So he said that his role is of a sad actor. His role is of a sad one. Graciano made reply to Antonio's reply that his role is of a fool. Let me play the fool, in the sense that if Antonio has chosen to play a tragic part, then Graciano prefers to play a comic role. With mirth and laughter, let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather hit with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. Mirth means joy. Old wrinkles, wrinkles of old age. Liver, students, whatever I am saying, please write down. Liver refers that the Elizabethan belief was that a liver heated with wine would produce rich blood and thus a good personality. So what Graciano is trying to tell here, that he wants to remain happy till his old age. Let his old age wrinkles, you know, the folds on the faces or marks due to old age. Let old age with its wrinkles find him still of joyous and merry nature. He would prefer to hit his liver with wine than cool his spirits with mournful grounds, sadness, loneliness, depression. So it is better to drink heavily, even if it is harmful for health, than to sink in despair and feel worried to death. Then see the lines. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire cut in alabaster? Here you will find that Graciano is putting question that why should a man with warm blood when he is in a youthful energy, or he is in his youth, warm blood in his veins, sit like a lifeless statue of his grandfather. Grandsire means grandfather, carved out of marble. Graciano is saying that why should a person at his young age sleep when he has to remain awake? He cannot understand why a man is lazy and inactive in spite of youthful energy. Why should he suffer from jaundice by being ill-tempered? Students, here I want you to write that Elizabethans believed that jaundice, a disease that turns skin yellow, was caused by jealousy and bad temper. Peevishness means bad temper. It suggests how our mind affects our body. So you can see that Graciano is ready to play the fool rather being a victim of sadness. This shows that Graciano has a positive approach towards life. Students, I want you to read up to here into the jaundice by being peevish, and I shall continue this in my next video.